Hello, divine lovers. I speak in my videos to my twin, so if you wanna be my twin, you can listen to that. So, and this is about my twin flame story and about how I actually figuring out what does that mean for me, how can I love myself more, how can I love myself similar to how I love my twin, how can I send him the appropriate energies, how can I stop control him by thinking he needs me so much that he cannot do without me. This is this is double habit. Like this is this is the problem, I think, of the feminine. Oh, now when I mention it was just like this lightened up thought, because I never heard it before. But feminines, isn't it so that the mother overcaring, like overcaring means they don't believe that the child can do by itself. That means they actually don't help them, but holding them back, right? And even letting them be unprepared and depending. Yeah. So as soon as we're gonna realize it for ourselves, as soon we're gonna let them free and ourselves free, to love our children and our twin and ourselves as it should be, as free beings, as believe in ourselves. One I read that, always say that I read, heard, don't want to claim it mine. But of course I am being the muse, I am being the manifestator or the co-creator of these thoughts. That's why I actually come along. Oh baby. So just I forgot the thought. Yeah, I know you know, but I don't. Oh my goodness, I thought I'm going to write it or start new. Yeah, I remembered. And this was kind of nervous. I forgot it again. Yeah, I have it. So that was actually a very interesting insight. Someone told me that. I'd like to remember. Oh, I'm gonna say that because I'm gonna forget again. So because my mother is not only overcaring, she's actually narcissistic. So that means she has no sense of personality of their children. They just themselves, like, you know, robots. They have to do that and that. Oh, it's hard to say that. So that means she always knows better, and she always kind of like overheard what my opinion is. It's not the case anymore, because I learned to be even rude if it needed, or straight about, but it took a long time and I suffered very hard my life from that behavior. So it's always hurt me when I say something to her. She's not empowering me. It would be even good if she wouldn't say anything, but she used to all my life telling me scary story about everything, like really good, you know, fundamental, because she's intelligent, she's pedagogic, she studied pedagogic. So she was always kind of like about those stories who have, meaning but was scary, like they would make you feel like crap, like dread about what you are about to do, and nothing good about it, like she probably thinks she prepared me, but it is really, that is such sickening that I try to discern what I'm telling to her. So, and after that one, I've been talking to someone, to a friend. Yeah, that friend was important. It was a colleague. She is kind of 45 woman, and she was kind of like so inspirational to me. She's not perfect, like, I mean, she's working in a factory, and I always said to her, why wouldn't you go and validate your pharmaceutic, this studium, or what she learned in Poland. Oh, I'm so old that is always like this excuses, but in a factory, so she's not believing in everything that would be for her good. But this one struck me, as she said, because she was kind of like, when we met, gone through the spiritual awakening phase, where she was kind of like engulfing all the knowledge about it. So, and she said to me, when I said that, she said, yeah, we don't know that, and never knew that the help on energetic level for the children, that what we actually want as parents, would be to send them positivity, to send them light, to send them faith in them. That was the actual health is. And if you're worried, you actually throwing them stones in the way, you kind of like envisioning their worst case scenario, and so this is only on them, so they're gonna follow it through, So if they knew, but I felt that. I did know that quite literally, but I felt that. I was fighting this energy my mother was throwing at me all my life. So yes, now I know where is enough. And yeah, so therefore I want to believe in my twin. And I want to believe that she is, I want to say, yeah, like, he is like so female, like, yeah. So he can do on his own, and to love each other as twin flames. I understood more and more is to be able to live without and be happy, because we're anyway with each other. We feel each other, we help each other, we inspire each other, we are in each other, we're merging more and more in one. That's why I was painting on the placard in the factory I was working, a woman who is divinely in love. And I won't believe in it, and I know he wanted to. Back then, when I met him, he was kind of like so terrified of me, and still, and is that what we wanted? We want to trust each other. We can even trigger, we can upset each other. We have to trust on the deepest level in this love, in this convergence of energies. And that's what I'm about. There are more to this. I mean, we're all on a journey, and twin flames are there to awaken not only us, but everyone around, and we are getting like lighthouse, literally, like this energy of divine love. It's working like Reiki. It is basically what it is. This love emanates from everything you do, even if you are going outside just without even looking at people. But moreover, of course, if you look at them, if you smile at them, I really noticing it. And I inspire and heal people, and my 20 and every one of us, if we're getting this love. And I become this love, I feel this so much. So today's message was, I learned, because I reading this book and I recording it. This is so beautiful. This is meditation too. I learned that there are many things that can be meditation when my mind is free, and this for me now, next to knitting or coloring, I discovered this new meditation, like recording my voice when I'm reading. Most of all, it's this important book. I'm reading now this book from Lola Jones, to be careful where you point the finger on, and I'm gonna listen it, so by listening I can do something else, or just close my eyes or be somewhere. And I read today, first of all, on her site there've been everyday message, and today was this message so beautiful, like those divine openings, they're gonna heal your past. And what does that mean is this is astral convergence, this transcendence of our physical, which is the smallest part of everything that we are. That's what I learned today as well. It's gonna recover the past so much, and I feel it already in my 20. This is restored. It's literally restored. You don't feel anymore the pain. You feel like it's all good. It's all good. It's been all good. Because it's gone, the light that we become, the illumination, enlightenment, this literally from the inside, this is so powerful, this love that we are. That this permeated on to the last corner of through times and realities and timelines, spaces, and literally healed it or restored it. So it's really worth it, the process. But today I was kind of like, again, feeling a bit frustrated, like what is that about? Only about others, about suffering or being deprived or not becoming what you really want because you can't even imagine it. But I think we are moving closer, so there are steps to take, there are wounds still to transcend, to feel them, to question them, because we are still in a space where the strongest match to you. So that means still there are some tapes going on which are not yet illumined enough. So I think we're gonna be able to figure out how to believe more with time. We believe things were not possible in the beginning. I was not possible to love people. I was love and I knew that, but I couldn't apply it. I couldn't come through this pain body that was so dense, so real. It felt like I will never go over it. I think my twin too, in the same kind of a story of hurt and restriction through the sickness over the years, over the decades of being different, and along with that, and just being hurt and belittled and judged and punched for being sensitive, literally not ready for fit in, which was never the goal. but also not ready to be this expansion. This is the everything that we are now, and I'm so proud of us. I mean, it feels so much better. Like, I feel really that I don't need him right now because we're on our way, and of course I miss him and ask myself, will I ever see him? Will I ever be able to believe? Or will it be too late? Or will it be never? And those kind of things I was thinking too, about everything, about many things, about the job, about my health. But it's getting better and it's possible. So I think it's about, as I read today, about intention. The intention is what we are creating, and intention and attention is the same. Like, where we are having the attention, this is actually replacing the intention. So if we're not deliberately focused to create because we are kind of exhausted or tired of, it's created by default on what we are was to that time attended with our attention or focused. So it can be luckily good, but it can be not good. So yeah. So deliberately creating, I'm gonna give it to you as a suggestion and advice. To summarize the video is that what I read today done to you in this book. It would be to be in the state of meditation more and more. It doesn't mean that you have to be focused on something specific. I think actually even, and the author was claiming that, and she is really happy with her life. So she says it's everything joy. There is no work. So those compulsions that we still have, I think this is about learn to be more courageous, learn to break the rules in ourselves. But doesn't have to be the way. The way is all that you can imagine. That's everything you can do. So to create really, it's not about specific situation. The most successful way to create is to think in this vastness of our non-physical, because this is such infinite place that it cannot be even compared to this constriction that our bodies are. I think you can follow it. So therefore, if we only focus on our body and something specific, that has not so much power and intention and focus and possibilities, options, as it is if we are focusing on the vastness of non-physical. The spiritual teachers would say to that nothing. So if you are focused on this nothing behind everything, like this empty space in your head, this is meditation, right? And if you are in this space, then you create the best. Because in a form of meditation, you create what you need the most. And it is freedom, peace. Yes. That's what I want to say to you today. So read between sentences. Sometimes if you read something important and I heard something important, like I said in the last video, this observing, nothing is bad or good, but just to observe from this space of our heart. This is like this peony flower or heart. And you imagine this flower so big and you are in it, or this flower is between you and another person, or the person too is a flower, and all scent of this beautiful rose flower, even if it's peony. Yeah, and so you stand in this space of vastness, of nothingness, and you're kind of like pondering about what you heard. That's the most powerful space, because if you kind of engulf and forget the most important feeling ever right now, that doesn't bring much. So to take time when we kind of like felt struck about something, ponder about it, I think there's a lot of healing happening that way. See you tomorrow.